MJ, Sandstorm, Ethan, and Tasty. And it looks like it's going to be Bodvar and Cassidy. Bodvar is bringing some cupcakes to the party to start off game number 1. Ethan yet to lock in the Hattori, but of course that will likely be the pick.
Now, Hardymj does have the Bairdvar skin. If, let's just say I wanted the Bairdvar skin right now, Duke, what are my options to get the Bairdvar skin?
Log into Brawlhalla.
Sick! That's awesome! That's it!
You just gotta log in, and you should be getting that Bairdvar skin, at least definitely on mobile.
That's how I got it. I didn't have it before. And then I logged in all of a sudden and got it, and I was like, oh,
this is there.
Baller. That's awesome. Now, if I want to get the Cupcake Cassidy skin, Duke, how do I get that?
You get Mammoth coins, and you go into Brawlhalla, and you purchase it.
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, no code Brawl Series in that store, but there is a store where you can put in that code Brawl Series, and that's the Steelseries store.
Yeah, now
that's
what if I
Steelseries.
wanted an Apex Pro, let's just say 10 keyless?
Well, you already missed out on your chance of winning this tournament and getting one as your victory prize, but you can go on over to Steelseries, and, well, I think they're still currently out of stock because so many of you fantastic Brawlhalla players
check right now.
want them. But you can at least get notified when they come back into the store.
Yeah, they're still out, bummer.
Meanwhile, Hardymj and Tasty notifying Sandstorm and Ethan that this is not going to be a cakewalk, despite the cupcakes they brought, as they are putting out the damage onto this red team.
Nice sidelight from Tasty, just poking Ethan a little bit, floating, trying to counter flow from Ethan, grabs the recovery, and then gets the neutral signature. Sandstorm trying to make a big play.
Good on Tasty, not panicking inside of those down airs from the world champion. Hardymj going to find a neutral air, trying to finish this stock off of Sandstorm. That'll do it.
Sidelight, a little bit of team damage on a Hardymj. Neutral heavy coming in from Sandstorm. Wants to find a knockout here. It's a side signature from Ethan. Put a little bit of damage onto Sandstorm, but also got the Tasty KO.
Still stock advantage to the blue team, though, as Hardymj is on that first one. Nice side air to interrupt the side sig startup of Ethan. Recovery will even up the stock count. And Tasty's going to go in the power play position. He's going to try to fight the 1v2. Does find a down air onto Sandstorm. And the red team stuck on this left side wall.
And Tasty is making moves. His blasters are looking really good here. Neutral signature just barely missing Ethan. Also misses a side light, but grabs the side air afterward. Yo,
Hardymj with the interrupt. Sandstorm had the read throughout the down sig, was going to catch Tasty. He's feeling good, but Hardymj is like, no, no, no. Don't do that to my teammate. Nice follow-up from Hardymj as well. Blue team with that advantage, just barely in Hardymj's health.
Sandstorm floating above. You see Hardy actually going really high. I thought he was looking for the KO onto Sandstorm, maybe a cheeky nair in the air, but I think he was just trying to avoid both members of the red team as Tasty was spawning back in. They grab the KO onto Sandstorm. It's 3 stocks to 2.
And does get the side light. Blue team's eyes might be a little bit on Ethan, as he is the more damaged of the 2 red team members on their final stocks. Could see them playing forward the 1v2 as Tasty connects with the side sig.
Tasty dodging through. You saw Sandstorm do the grab to cancel sidelight the other direction. There's a side air from Hardy. Both members of the red team over on the right side of Apocalypse.
Downlight recovery. Neutral light, Ethan not able to find the follow-up. Hardymj gonna finally lose that second stock, and it's all on Tasty now.
That's a
recovery.
That was the easiest recovery that he could have possibly hit. Sandstorm just gave that to him, and then there's the spacing coming out from Tasty. And another stomp side air. Sandstorm in this by himself in the red. It's a gravity cancel D-light fastfall nair from Tasty.
Yeah, that ground pound from Sandstorm really gives me the vibe that he is not respecting Hardymj and Tasty. Like, that is not a ground pound that you do against any average Hammer player.
And it's weird because it also seemed like Sandstorm was at a little bit of a loss towards the end of that game of how to initiate onto anybody. Like, he was throwing out a lot of attacks, but none of them seemed like a very smart choice in where he was. It was like he was just kind of needlessly throwing out attacks.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Yeah, a little bit of a slop coming out from the red team, but hopefully they've learned to respect this blue team a little bit more as, of course, they're still bringing the Cupcake Cassidy and the Bairdvar to game number 2. A little bit of team damage from the blue team, but nothing too bad.
Tasty doing his best to poke sidelights in both directions. Trying to get around Ethan. Ethan's not having it so far. There's the sidelight into the dash shot turnaround there.
Nice extra damage from Tasty in the sidelight. Sandstorm trying to get that edge guard onto Hardymj. The weapon toss from the teammate going to keep Hardymj in that risky spot. Nice interrupt.
Oh, yo, that stomp side air hit him into Hardy.
Oh, getting that extra damage. Scoop up and Ethan's gone. Sandstorm with the target swap, getting some good damage out with this unarmed.
I feel like the last time I saw a Cassidy make it this far in a bracket was when, like, Boomy was playing Cassidy.
In 2s for sure, yeah. Nice weapon toss. Gonna actually stop that force, but the synchronization from the red team keeps this one close.
Sandstorm and Ethan going to have control of the board here, stripping it. In comes a weapon spawn, though, and Hardymj was just taking Ethan around the stage.
Wake-ups from the team damage. Blue team, they've got some fast reactions. Seen some shades of like a Simba Santi, just with very different character traits. Nice side sig from Tasty. Red team not sure what to do.
Hardymj is able to recover. He is. Ethan also sent over on the left side. Sandstorm gets back more towards the center of the stage. Throwing his weapon up, but still allowing Ethan to come in and grab that spawn. Hardymj disarmed. Recovery sending him high off the screen. Side sig from Sandstorm. Put some damage onto Tasty. Not anywhere near KO zone, though.
Big neutral sig from Hardymj will get the stock off of Sandstorm. Side air from Tasty. And the blue team has that stock advantage. They're totally fine with team damaging each other. Like, they don't care.
One kill. Are they able to grab another one? Ethan retreating back over to the platform. Tasty making sure his hurt box doesn't peek up just a little bit while Ethan's D-lighting.
Staying low on that corner. Meanwhile, Hardymj with some fantastic target swapping. You saw him chase dodge up to fake like he was in chase by Sandstorm and then immediately dive back down to catch Ethan off guard. He's just getting good damage put out. Sandstorm does find the recovery. Final stocks on all sides, and Hardymj burned a lot flying in the sky, but the weapon toss can help him get back onto the stage. He's in trouble, though. He might have to save him.
Try to relieve some of the pressure, but both members of the blue team are without a weapon.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
They're fighting this at the weapon disadvantage, and it's tough. Tasty with a hammer in his hand, and Hardy is taken out. Winnable for Tasty.
It's going to be tough, though. He's going to have to take down the world champion, find the one hit needed, and that might be it. Yes, it is. Now it's just a 1v1 against Ethan. He has the health advantage. Spot dodges. Tasty waiting for the opportunity to make the attacks.
Ooh!
Ooh. Little early celebration.
Has the blasters in his hands. Tasty's blaster's been looking good. Are we going to see the in-sig to catch a jump?
Not the side sig.
He knows he's so close.
Oh. Yo, but Ethan's finding hits.
Oh,
Ethan's finding hits.
That's what makes this so hard. He knows how close he is.
He's starting to panic. He's starting to panic. Oh! Finds the recovery. It's not enough. It's too low.
Oh,
no.
Weapon toss. Break up the neutral.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Down light
man.
recovery. And Ethan closes out game number 2. Tasty cracks under the pressure. Ethan and Sandstorm, they have so much more tournament experience, and that's going to show right there in that high-pressure situation. But that's just one game. You know, it's one apiece.
That was Cupcake Cassidy from Tasty, thinking it was a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. But the way was a little hazy, and he didn't do the cooking by the book, and in the end, he got a little lazy. Ethan takes it, and Sandstorm switches to the Volkov.
Gonna retain the Scythe from the Mordex. The Scythe, of course, a Sandstorm staple, but he is gonna be going over to the Volkov for some axe plays. Continue on into game number 3.
I talked about the little bit of slop that came out from his gauntlets, that he was just kind of throwing out moves. Now, if he has the axe in his hand from this Volkov pick, he can afford to do that a little bit better because you have those gigantic axe hitboxes that can cover a lot more space.
AC trying to find these follow-ups, but he's starting to get caught out by this red team. Long active frames. Tasty gets over it, and Ethan not able to cover. He's stuck on the corner. Oh, what?
Yo.
He hit that neutral sig like that was... What?
Line of sight, baby. He had him.
Just as Ethan peeked towards the corner. Stomp side air. Ethan going to be the first one to fall for the red team. Nice little hit from Tasty. They need to get the stock off of Sandstorm, though. The scoop up will put him off screen. Oh.
Oh, full wipe.
That's going to be another one.
Nice double.
Hardy on the wake up, though.
I just still can't get over how well Hardy and Tasty are playing today. Like this is extremely interesting coming out from them, and not something you see very often.
They're far and away the underdogs of top 8, and they're showing really well. They're looking really good. Of course, tied 1 game each, tied in the stock count as well against Sandstorm and Ethan. But Ethan does find the side sig. Team combo coming out. Tasty able to avoid the follow-up, but a nice weapon toss from Ethan will avoid it. Hardymj!
That was a huge save.
Save.
That was a huge save. His dodge was burned. It was the second swipe of Ethan's spear sidelight that ended up hitting him out of the dodge. Holy cow, that was so clutch.
Big side air. Hardymj going to try to keep this one even. That's the recovery. Might have overcommitted a little bit, but a nice weapon toss will keep him back up onto the stage. Tasty with some extra damage.
Yo, that's a lot of damage Tasty just put out. Tasty kind of struggling to find any ways in onto Ethan. Ethan's just overspacing stuff enough.
Nice.
Give him the amount of time to punish. He ate that side sig, getting sent far over to the left side. Sandstorm's there. Ethan's able to get back to the platform. Now Sandstorm's on the right side, split from his teammate. Both members of blue there chasing Ethan.
Hardy,
the ground pound could be huge.
The save! Tasty with the scoop up is going to keep Hardy close, but the ground pound from Sandstorm still not enough. Hardy's still living.
He doesn't have a weapon. Side air sending him far. Just barely outspacing that.
Why are you going in, Hardy?
He's crazy.
Look at your health bar, bro. Why are you going in, bro?
What are you doing?
Look at your
What are you doing?
Look at just like you're so hurt. This is game number 3. You don't want to give him the advantage, but thank goodness Tasty is there in the kitchen to get the downlight side air and put them up 1 game away from beating out Ethan and Sandstorm and earning their place in the top 6 of things.
You talk about that tournament experience. I don't know what that side sig was, but I would chalk that up to a high pressure situation and tournament in experience. That's the best way that I can explain that side signature.
Yeah, I don't. That was a scary call from Hardymj. But you know what? At the same time, like we talk a lot about like, oh yeah, there's these players with a lot of experience, right? They can handle these high pressure situations, yada yada yada. But sometimes, like, they get stuck in this, like, oh, these are familiar patterns, right? Nobody in a normal situation would do what Hardymj did. And there was that small % chance that Sandstorm was not expecting it, Panic jumps into it, and it works out. And it's one of those things where, like, Hardymj could have been a god, or he could have been Hardymj. And unfortunately,
if you wanted to go for the SIG option there, I would have gone for the D-SIG. You can catch the jump
for sure.
just as well with that, and you don't actually put yourself off stage.
For sure. D-SIG was definitely the smarter play, but again, sometimes you got to go for the crazy play, I guess. AC a little bit more damage, though.
If Hardy doesn't follow you on Twitter like he should, you're defending him hard there. He owes you something.
I really tried, man. That's some pro bono work right there.
Definitely seeing the red team
a little bit behind,
reining it in here. Quite a bit more than they did previously. They got Hardy in the red, Ethan now in the red.
Oh no!
Even with the bounce off, that still got the knockout. He's pulling out of strength too.
Oh no! Oh no! Man! No. Couldn't even get the interrupt. Tasty down to his final stock. Nobody has died on the red team. Red team, they were smurfing in game 1, 2, and 3. This is all a hustle.
Oh man. Putting Hardy in a rough spot. Sandstorm running over to the right, and then he just turns around and grabs another signature.
Tasty's one hit away from being gone.
Hardymj and Tasty just basically reverse little brothered Ethan and Sandstorm.
Yeah. Hardymj, 1 stock left to the 6 stock of the red team. When's the last time you saw a 6 stock in top 8 of a tournament? Like,
I don't know.
Ever.
And the potential is so real based on their combo.
Just barely missed the mark on that one. Hardymj gonna deny the 6 stock, but still, man, this is nigh impossible to win.
That Sarah Dare from Ethan was so clean. Ooh, it's somehow beating that. All right. Okay, Sandstorm. Oh, he pulled out of it. It was a bait.
Yeah. A little bit of a fake out, but Hardymj still comes away getting another stock off of this red team. Double there. Should still be able to get back up. Good dodges from Hardymj and putting some pressure on that Ethan.
Sick!
Yo, can he do it? A reverse 6 stock? Pure God mode?
I would say Chosen Bot, but Chosen Bots can't edge guard.
Ultra Instinct. Rock Lee taking off the weights. You get that reference at least.
I do, but that's the lamest reference to make because that's the one that everybody makes.
I know. It's the one everyone makes.
There's a Twitter gif of it, like.
What do you want? You want Naruto farting and
the Naruto fart against Kiba.
Oh, he dodged it. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, he didn't touch.
Oh.
He's got Hardymj though. Showing some good life. It's going to take it to game number 5. Ooh, yeah, go to the next screen ASAP.
Yikes.
Did not get the damage out.
103 damage came out from Tasty. That is going to make him swap over to the Bodvar, matching the strength stance that Hardymj has.
Just completely shut down. It is now game number 5. Ethan and Sandstorm with a dominating game number 4. I don't know what the blue team's going to do.
I just don't see them coming back into this because I don't see Ethan and Sandstorm getting that much worse from what they just played.
Yeah. I mean, also, like, that's got to be, like, some mental damage. That's got to be a lot of mental damage on the blue team.
The way Sandstorm just, like, handled, I think it was Tasty. When he was just like, hit him with a SIG, send him off the edge. Went to his teammate, turned around, hit him with a SIG again, knocked him out. Look at the damage difference. It is so in favor of the red team here. They get the knockout, have the short 2v1. Tasty throws out a sidelight. Oh, eats the dare, and he's done.
Overcommit. Orange health, red team with the team combo into the down SIG. Neutral SIG a little too high. Sandstorm not able to find that finisher, but still good damage being put out onto Hardymj. Like, this is tough for the blue team. Oh, drop.
Okay.
The eyes up.
I haven't seen like back-to-back sword neutral lights in such a long time. It's like 2017.
Ever since DI got added.
Yeah. Oh man, that almost killed.
Hardymj going to be put down to his final stock. Sandstorm still on his first stock.
Toss coming in, ends up hitting Ethan. Tasty hunting for this kill. He wants it so bad. Sidelight Nair, beautiful follow-up from Ethan.
Oh, caught the spot dodge too. Hardymj really bleeding out here.
Sandstorm sets his sights on Tasty. Finds the hammer Nair for the knockout. Sandstorm lived 2 minutes and 5 seconds on that first stock.
Out the signatures as Tasty gets taken down. 4 stocks left to the red team. About to be 1 stock left to the blue team as Hardymj is almost out of here. That recovery not going to get the force dump.
Ethan's gotten so close to taking out this stock from Hardy. He almost grabbed the gravity cancel D-Light, which would have led to the recovery. Almost got the force dump on the recovery, which would have led to the knockout. Sandstorm going over. That's a dare.
No.
That's going to be the knockout. It's Tasty. Looking at 4 stocks of Sandstorm and Ethan.
Are
they going to get it?
Side sigs this time.
Oh, that was close
Ethan
too.
Wasn't ready.
Trying to read for the jump from Tasty, but he stayed grounded, so that signature missed. Side sig. Ethan coming in with the D-Light gravity cancel neutral heavy. Tasty still going in on Sandstorm. Still wants this stock, and he gets it.
Still stuck on this corner. Does find his way back up, but look at how healthy both of these red team members are. This would be insane if Tasty somehow wins this. 2 damaged to get taken out by that side sig as Sandstorm's just off the mark, but another side air and Tasty's going to be out of here.
Not a weapon. There's the D-Light recovery to finish it up, and Sandstorm and Ethan in Game 5 taking it over Hardymj and Tasty to move on to the next set.
702 damage put out by Ethan. Sandstorm and Ethan just looked like they were playing with the training weights for a little bit there, and then suddenly really busted out the big guns and closed it out in convincing fashion. We're in their matchup against Pugsy and Asidru in the losers' top 6 of things.
One of the craziest things about that set, or sorry, that last game, is that it took them 1,300 damage to win that game. Insane.
Well, they put out 1,300 damage very quickly, though. Like, Hardymj only was able to put out 272 damage, and that's got to be really rough. But you know what's not rough